There is a strange paradox at the heart of modern life. Most people say they want freedom, yet much of their energy is spent avoiding it. They want the freedom to choose their path, but fear making the wrong decision. They want the freedom to express who they truly are, but fear judgment. They want the freedom to pursue a meaningful life, but fear uncertainty. And so, without realizing it, many people build lives around safety rather than purpose. The tragedy is not that they fail. The tragedy is that they never discover what they were capable of becoming. Human beings were not born fearing every unknown path. In fact, curiosity helped our ancestors survive. It pushed them to explore new lands, learn new skills, and adapt to changing environments. Yet somewhere along the way, many people stop exploring. They stop asking questions. They stop experimenting with life. Instead of discovering who they are, they begin managing the expectations of everyone around them. One of the most powerful observations in sociology is that much of human behavior is shaped by the desire to belong. For most of history, being rejected by your tribe could have serious consequences. Survival depended on acceptance. Perhaps that is why criticism still feels so threatening today. Even when it comes from strangers we will never meet. The danger is gone, but the fear remains. And many people spend years trying to become acceptable rather than becoming authentic. Most people believe they are afraid of failure, but often they are afraid of something much deeper. They are afraid of being seen, afraid of choosing a path others may not understand, afraid of disappointing expectations, and so they spend years becoming acceptable instead of becoming authentic. The tragedy is not that they fail. The tragedy is that they never discover who they could have been. Think about how many decisions are made not from desire, but from fear. Careers chosen because they seem safe. Dreams abandoned because they seem unrealistic. Conversations avoided because they feel uncomfortable. Opportunities ignored because they come with uncertainty. At first, these choices appear small, but life is often shaped by small decisions repeated over many years. Little by little, a person can drift away from themselves without ever noticing it happening. This is why self-knowledge matters so much. Not because it magically solves every problem, but because it gives you a compass. A person who knows themselves may still experience fear, doubt, and confusion, but they are less likely to be controlled by them. They understand what matters. They understand what they value. They understand which direction feels meaningful, even when the road ahead is unclear. Many philosophical traditions point toward the same truth. Socrates encouraged people to examine their lives. Aristotle believed character was built through action. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control everything around us, we can choose how we respond. Different philosophies, different centuries, yet a remarkably similar message. Know yourself. Take responsibility for your choices. Become an active participant in your own life. The problem is that modern culture often encourages the opposite. We are constantly told what success should look like, what happiness should look like, what achievement should look like. And after enough exposure, it becomes easy to mistake someone else's definition of a good life for our own. That is why so many people reach goals they once dreamed about, only to discover they still feel empty. One of the greatest risks in life is not failure. It is spending years climbing a ladder, only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. The world will happily tell you who to become. It will tell you what success looks like, what happiness looks like, what achievement looks like. But only you can discover what gives your life meaning. Perhaps that is why growth often feels uncomfortable. Growth requires letting go of identities that no longer fit. It requires questioning assumptions. It requires admitting that the person you were 5 years ago may not be the person you need to be today. There is a certain sadness in that process, but also a certain beauty. Every meaningful transformation involves leaving something behind in order to make space for something new. A seed does not become a tree by remaining unchanged. It must break open first. From the outside, that process might look like destruction, yet without it, growth would be impossible. Human beings are not so different. Sometimes the periods that feel most uncertain are actually the periods that are shaping us most deeply. If you are in one of those seasons right now, if you feel lost, uncertain, or unsure of who you are becoming, remember that confusion is not always a sign that something is wrong. Sometimes it is a sign that an old version of you is no longer enough for where life is trying to take you. The future will always contain uncertainty. No philosophy can remove it. No amount of planning can eliminate it. No person can guarantee what tomorrow will bring. But perhaps certainty was never the goal. Perhaps the goal was always growth. Perhaps the goal was always discovery. Perhaps the goal was always learning who you are through the experience of living. You do not discover who you are by waiting. You discover who you are by living, by trying, by exploring, by making mistakes, by learning. The future will always be uncertain, but uncertainty is not your enemy. It is the space where growth lives. It is the space where courage is born. It is the space where your next chapter is waiting to begin. One day you will look back on your life and realize that the moments which shaped you most were rarely the moments when everything felt safe. They were the moments when you stepped into the unknown, the moments when you trusted yourself enough to begin, the moments when you stopped asking for guarantees and started participating in your own story. So do not spend your life waiting to become someone else. Do not wait for perfect confidence. Do not wait for complete certainty. Do not wait until fear disappears. Fear has accompanied every generation that came before you, yet so has courage. And perhaps that is the hope hidden inside every uncertain season. You do not need to see the entire path to move forward. You do not need all the answers to begin growing. You do not need to become fearless to start living. Some of the most meaningful experiences of your life may still be ahead of you. Some of the people you will love have not entered your story yet. Some of the lessons that will transform you have not arrived yet. Some of the strength you will one day possess has not been built yet. The future remains unwritten, and that is not a reason for fear. It is a reason for hope, because as long as there is another chapter ahead, there is still time to become the person you are meant to be.